Low budget TV coming to you from the Rocky Hills Speedway in Porterville, California. Tommy Mason and Will in the camera. I'm Jeffrey Best, and we're getting ready for a fantastic night. Not just any night, Tommy.
The Turkey Shootout.
The Turkey Shootout here at Rocky Hill Speedway. Getting ready for the first heat race of the night. A lot of storylines already starting to pile up on us. But first, we got to see how this goes, and we'll fill you on one of them that's coming up immediately. The 13N machine going to start us on the pole. That's Megan Noblight. On Megan's outside the 15B of Brad Pounds. Then we have the 18 of Chris McKellar, the 5B of Brett Bennett, then the number 15E of Bill Eagleston, the 69S of James Stowe, the number 10N of Rob Sanders. Green flag in the air. Watch turn number 1 very carefully.
What happened? How come they're jumping over there?
They are jumping because there was a mass front that showed up earlier in hot laps. And you can see this is something that's going to play into the entire night. They were working on it for about a good 15-20 minutes.
Oh, contact. Sanders in the 69S machine.
And you can see, one car into the wall. It's Megan.
Contact from that incident as well.
Just getting into the wall. And like we said, it's been something that's been a work in progress so far today as far as that very odd rut. I mean, Tommy, it was a deep rut.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and it's coming back already.
Oh, and that's something, what they were doing was they were trying to chop off the dirt.
Yeah.
You know, they were working on it with the tractor. At one point, it looked like it was actually getting worse. So they've been working on it. It's just a matter of...
It's literally a ditch in the middle of turn 1.
Yeah, and hobby stocks, man. It was probably the American stocks.
Yeah.
Getting ready for the restart, and we are underway. The fun part that we're going to be by acknowledging a couple times is Rocky Hill doesn't have a scoreboard.
Yeah.
Which means we're going to have to pay attention. Tommy, the big thing to pay attention to this heat race, 4 cars will transfer to the main.
And now there's a battle for the transfer spot.
That's right, it's Sanders versus the 15E of Eagleston. Eagleston right now has the transfer spot. Sanders right now sitting in the 5th position trying to chase it down, as well as the 69S of Stowe.
Like up here, Brad Pounds, the dominator, out front in this one.
Yeah, you know, just leaving up to his man.
And then, of course, McKellar.
We have a camera right there in the turn. I'll be curious to see if it is still standing by the end of the night.
Battle for second, McKellar to the inside. Buddy Shelton, correct or no?
That is absolutely 100% incorrect.
Okay. So I got it mixed with SR.
That's Brett Bennett.
Excuse me.
But those cars look similar, I'll give you that.
Yeah, no, and I failed. So I'll learn. I've got 2 days
You got this.
to fail.
Well, we talked about the battle for the transfer spot starting to heat up again. Eagleston getting chased down by Sanders. Sanders looking to the inside out of turn number 2. Oh, contact with your leader. The 15B of Brad Pounds, as well as Megan Noblight in the 13N. Sanders gets sideways. That's going to hurt him on his chase to get into the Sprint Cup.
Yeah, he lost a big amount of time there, but he's gaining it back.
This track seems really unpredictable right now. And I think it's going to leave us for an exciting night of racing.
Now, I've got a lot to watch, but one thing I want to point out from last time we saw the 18 machine, Chris McKellar, no green lights. What's up with that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, here we go. Lap traffic in front of your transfer spot. Eagleston in the 15 is going to try to get around Noblight. Sanders is on the bumper. This time by, white flag is in the air for Brad Pounds. The side-by-side battle for the transfer spot, and Eagleston way wide. Sanders is going to take it at the white flag.
Brad Pounds going into turn 3 and 4. And on exit, taking the checkered flags. Transfer battle isn't done. We'll find out in turn 3 and 4, Jeffrey.
Woo! It looks like Sanders is going to hold on to it. He's going to be in the A main. Eagleston going to have to go through the B.
Rocky Hill Speedway, qualifier number 2, heat race. Get ready, we're lined up getting the, I thought it was going to be one to go. Let's go through the starting lineup.
That was a cool sound effect.
That was the 57 on the pole. That is driven by Kenny Miller. To Kenny's outside. We were waiting for Scott Gatson. To Kenny's outside, the 14B, Steve Bowles, the 91P. Driven by Justin Crockett. To his outside, the number 5 machine. That is
5SR.
Yes, of course. Buddy Shelton. Inside row number 3, the 24, the West Coast Wild Man, Roger Holder. Jimmy Reeves in the 0 starts on the outside of Holder, and rounding out the field, the 29X, Scott Gatson. Quarter mile here, Porterville's Rocky Hill Speedway, Jeffrey. We've been here last year for the Turkey Shootout. This year, even more cars than ever before at the Turkey Shootout.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we don't have an official count yet, but Tommy,
Almost.
this is fantastic. Like you said, we were here last year, and it was good racing last year. It was a lot of fun. We were hoping we could make it back out. We did, and now it's just a matter of getting excited. So they are currently getting ready to go green flag racing. Miller and Bowles.
We get ready. Green flag is in the air. Heat race number 2. Miller on point right now. Bowles in the second spot, getting a big run and bump drafted.
Remember that top 4 transfer spot.
And right now it's Holder. Oh, Crockett around, and nice job everybody trying to avoid the 91 of Crockett, and we go yellow.
That had one of those lines of looking almost like he had a rut. Getting ready for a restart now with the 57 of Miller, 14 of Bowles. Bowles with a new paint scheme here.
Good looking paint scheme.
Yeah. And no, we are now shaking the restart flag at everybody. So we'll be back. A good show out. I mean, it's a Friday night here at Rocky Hill Speedway. A good show out. People are drinking, people are eating, and people are putting on their headphones.
I'm putting on my headphones for a good reason, because the
sure.
A-mods are on track, and when you talk, you have that soft, sensual voice of yours that I just can't hear. Yes. And who would not want to hear that? So that's why I put on my headphones.
Everyone else.
All right, we're gonna try this one again. I'm very surprised that everybody got around Crockett there in turn number 4. 1 to go. Flag is in the air. Top 4 transfer, Jeffrey. So if you're in the top 4, you're really not that safe, being that there's only.
No. Well, we saw it in the last heat race. Brad Pounds was way ahead, yet he almost got hooked. He did actually have contact with a lapper, and that almost ended his run. So there's really not a safe point here. You almost have to just go as hard as you can. This is a heat race, so there's not really any point in holding anything back.
Front to back, you have to go hard on this one. Round number 2 of the modifieds. We go racing. Kenny Miller, Steve Bowles. Your top row as they go into turn number 1, hitting that rut. 3 wide in turn number 2. Holder to the inside, making it into the main. Crockett going out of the main. And now Jimmy Reeves given a challenge as Holder's trying to go for the win. Here early in this one, a bunch up, and Bowles, I think, might have collected the wall just a touch. What a battle for the transfer spot.
Look at the battle for the lead.
Holder takes the lead out of turn number 2. Crockett smoking. That could be a tire rub. Kenny Miller slipping back. Battling for the...
Oh boy, they want to make it in this thing.
So your top 4 right now on the bubble, really. No, really, that's actually Bowles and Miller. And here comes Shelton. Buddy Shelton in the 5SR. Trying to get a piece of that 14P, battle in the back.
That's definitely a tire rub on Crockett.
And Crockett, yeah. Which makes sense, what happened over in turn 4. But that thing is rubbing up. Fun.
Well, here we go. It's starting to heat up for that transfer spot.
Buddy Shelton to the inside of Bowles. Who's going to make it in this one? Gatson on the march as well. Holder and Reeves have a pretty good sized gap over third. Shelton to the inside. Crockett pulling it off the track.
The tire may have been going down on that machine.
Oh, I'm sure he smelled that tire melting. Buddy Shelton, Steve Bowles getting the camera time because they are putting on the show of who's going to make it in without having to go through the B main.
Yeah, and your top three right now, they're really running a conservative race at this point. Not really any battle as far. I mean, the closest one is Carl Langs. Here comes Shelton to the inside.
Shelton throws it into turn number 1 to the inside of Bowles down the back straightaway. It's a drag race. Bowles up on the high side. Shelton down low. Bowles getting the better exit. Out of turn 2 really pushed him out to a lead, but Shelton closing in again. White flag in the air for Roger Holder. Is Gadsden get a piece of this as well? We'll find out. Holder and Reeves through turns number 2. Bowles making a sharp left turn. It was as if there's just mud under those tires, and he slips out of the main. So Buddy Shelton getting around Steve Bowles. I don't know what happened there. Steve Bowles might have broken something. No, I don't know. The wheels are straight.
Sometimes that's just how dirt racing goes.
Yeah, I mean, he had a full lock to the left and it went straight.
Well, that's a tough way to fall out of the main, but he ain't done. He's still got a chance.
Of course.
As you can hear, some exciting announcing going on behind us.
Oh, we've got 2 of Southern California's potential and will be Hall of Famers here.
Oh yeah.
Mike Mosier and Davey Boy in the house here, along with the house announcer for Porterville. Trevor, who's in this one?
Robbie Whitworth, that 61 machine, the 66 of Paul Stone. Green flag in the air, a little bit of contact right on the start. And we're going to stay green, it looks like. No, the yellow flag is going to come out as the 51 car hits the wall.
Oh, yes, he did. And
more
more
15
contact.
still hitting the wall. I said 51, excuse me.
Yeah. 15.
I'm a self-diagnosed dyslexic.
And I don't see any damage, but I'm not driving.
There, Tommy. That's the 15. I didn't see a letter on it, so 15, Donnie Pedersen.
That could be also Philly. Correct? Or is that the 15E? Or am I thinking of a different division?
I think you're thinking of a different division. Well, you saw the number 94 machine having some issues. That's the 94, Brian Mendoza.
Yeah, he actually ripped off a quarter panel in that and then probably more damage.
Looked like it just didn't get going. The 69M machine in the field, that's Mike Villanueva. And also in this field, the 87 of Buck Cox. So 94 looking like he's immediately going to end up having to deal with the B main. Hopefully they could get whatever it is fixed and ready for tomorrow. That's not the way you want to start a 2-day show. Getting ready for the restart. Whitworth leading us away. A good start for the front row, as Villanueva taking the lead here out of turn number 2.
Robbie Whitworth won the Sport Mod main event last year, as far as we remember. Broke a bird cage on this day last year, whatever that means.
Yeah, you see the 69 machine getting some air with those rear wheels hitting that rut. As far as the transfer spot goes, the 87, Buck Cox holds it. The 15 machine of Pedersen. And we certainly hope that we're pronouncing all these names right, of course. If we're not, one of two things. A, we just don't know how to read. And B, hopefully
we wrote them down.
They were written down correctly. We think the pin that we got the sheet from was going out. So
yeah, you could see.
there were definitely some missing letters.
Stone out front in this one, running a very high line going into turn number 3. That car's looking fast here tonight. Yeah,
obvious strength coming out of that car. And that 15 machine, like we talked about, got in the wall twice, right when the yellow came out earlier. So falling off the pace just a bit is Pedersen.
For second.
Yeah, Whitworth holding on to it. And like Whitworth has already had a better Friday than he did, because if I recall correctly, I don't think he made it this far in the heat last year. 69M chasing him down is, of course, Villanueva. So I think that I said Villanueva took the lead earlier. That was incorrect. That was Stone, who is currently leading, Paul Stone. Just in case anyone's, call me a liar.
Oh, who wouldn't?
Well, I am one. So Paul Stone, your leader here in the heat race.
I like the colors of that car, man. That 66 really stands out.
He's closing in on lap traffic. We saw lap traffic in the first heat race get a little sketchy. It might again. Here comes Stone to the inside of Pedersen.
White flag. Gets around Pedersen. Clean sailing all the way home for that 66, Jeffrey, through turns number 3 and 4.
That's right. This car's looking good for this week in the 66B. That is Paul Stone. Where we're going to hold on to the second position over Villanueva, and rounding out our transfers, Buck Cox, the 87.
Sport Mods on track now for their qualifying heat races. On the front row, the number 57 machine. Is that the 57B? It is. Thank you, Mike Mosier. That is Chad Johnson. First time we've seen Chad in the Sport Mods. To his outside. The number 75 machine, it is Jim DiGiovanni. Inside row number 2, the 51 Cruz Griffith. To his outside, the 74 Ethan Dotson. Row number 3 has the 32 Tina McGowan, and to Tina's outside is, help me out, Jeffrey,
The 117
of Tim Paddock. And now we've got a car that's doing a shortcut race. Anyways, we're going to do the 11E Corey Elliott, the 47 machine, driven by Ryan Larimer, and then rounding out the field before the 28P John Piker. Now, who's the car that snuck
the
in?
27 machine.
I believe that is Dwayne Short in the 27.
Another car pulling it off, the 47.
Yeah, 47. I wonder what's going on. Ryan Larimer. Maybe Ryan was just getting the car to run, and yeah, the 27's making it exciting right now.
Hey, I can't wait to see the green flag fly for this.
Hey, that's usual for Sport Mods. Sport Mod, heat number 1. Tim Paddock getting called off the track. Not sure why. He might have entered the wrong heat. We don't know. We go green. Chad Johnson, DiGiovanni, your front row starter, going into turn number 1. The 27 washes up. He slips to the back. Elliott and Piker sneaking to the inside.
That was tight quarters, but everyone made it through.
Sneaking by Dwayne Short in the 27. Chad Johnson, your early leader, he goes wide. Here comes DiGiovanni. Battle for the lead through turns 1 and 2. Top 4 transfer, that has Ethan Dotson in the 74 X machine. Or is that Wayne Dotson? I can't actually see if there's a, is there an X? I think so. I think I saw an X just now.
I don't see a visible X, but I don't know if there's ever been one.
Well, who cares? You know what? It's just, it's a wild person in that car.
Yeah, you got that right.
It's either Wild Senior or
I know
Wild
that's the car that Ethan has been driving in.
I remember Wayne getting a new paint scheme.
Yeah, Wayne had a cooler.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Piker to the inside of McGowan.
Piker having to start in the back. He goes around McGowan, setting his sails, set straight ahead to the 74 machine, whoever that is. Derek Koch getting passed down the back straightaway.
Mike Harmon Dyson in a turn number 3.
Okay, we'll stop. I believe that is Ethan Dotson. I kind of see an X, especially on the left side of the car.
Well, Tommy, the important thing during this whole discussion, John Piker has moved into a transfer spot right now for the main event. And he's not looking to stop underneath Cruz Griffith. A little bit of contact between McGowan and Dotson.
Yep. And they go for it again. Dotson throwing it hard in the corner. McGowan setting to the high side. Piker gets around Griffith, now going to the inside of DiGiovanni for second.
Yeah, running away with this one is that 57 machine.
Chad Johnson. Chad's no stranger.
That name sounds familiar.
Chad's no stranger to running up front, unless that is not the Chad Johnson we know from Bakersfield Speedway. Short, pulling it off in this one. He goes into the pits. An early exit for that 27 machine. White flag in the air for Johnson. Down the front straightaway he goes.
Oh, we got some battling going on here for the transfer spot. McGowan.
Cruz Griffith in the 51 machine out front of Tina McGowan. She's going to drive it hard these last couple of corners. Out of turn 4, Chad Johnson taking the checkered flag. And the 57B, Piker second. DJ Avani, who's going to make it? Griffith beating out Tina McGowan. John Piker's looking strong in this one.
Getting ready for the second heat race for the Sport Modifieds, or as they call them here, B Modifieds. That's the 84G. Kyle Griffith leading us away, green flag. And this is the 74D of Ethan Dotson. We finally cleared that one up. They pulled a fast one on us. A lot of cars, a lot of shuffling going on around here. And the transfer spot is a crowded place to be. The number 12 machine sitting in the third spot, that is Jimmy Ford. But behind him, the 86 machine on a tear right now and has contact, spinning it out after just barreling through the field.
And in front of that, Ethan Dotson had the lead for a little bit over the number 84G Griffith.
That 86 car was just on fire there. However, with the contact, obviously not right now in contention. The battle for the transfer spot rages on with the number 3 of Chris Falkenberg being chased down by the 89M
Michael Black.
Michael Black. A name we know, but not a name we know from Modifieds.
That's right. Good battle brewing up here for the lead.
Right now, this field, the 117 Tim Paddock and the 47M of Ryan Larimer. Man, this transfer spot, definitely a lot of cars. 5 cars really in contention for it, and there's only 2 spots available in that small pocket of space. 3 machine in the back of the 12. Right now, it looks like the 89M of Black maybe holding up the 2 drivers behind him. We'll see. The 12 also under fire from the 3. Contact, Tommy. Contact.
We're short track race. Battle for the lead still brewing. Battle for the transfer spot.
Yeah, keeping an eye on both. Definitely, Tim Paddock gets up and almost, if not into the wall, out of turn number 2.
Oh, the 3 up towards
and that is for the transfer spot right there. Michael Black moving into a position to take it away, but the 3 of Falkenberg not going to let it go. The 89M around.
89.
What?
You said 99.
I said 89M.
Well, I heard 99.
You want to fight?
We stay green. White flag getting ready. Look at this battle for the lead.
That's
it's
right.
Been too much to watch.
Trying to close in on the 84 of Griffith. Griffith has run a good race so far. Black still sitting where he had spun out. Transfer spot still under fire. But we're going to watch this race for now. It will be a good race for the transfer. Dotson needs to hold on to it. He has to get back here before the 4th position does.
Oh, he's trying.
He's trying to get back here in time. Dotson will get 2nd, the 12 machine 3rd, and Falkenberg will hold off the 47M of Larimer for the transfer spot. Woo!
Sport mods, man.
Looks like the 89 of Michael Black may have, I mean, at first glance, I thought he busted a radiator.
But that looks like to be smoke.
Yeah, it almost looks like they just put out a fire. See a extinguisher over there.
I believe it's Michael Black's first full-size modified sport mod race ever.
Well, he was close to getting into the A main, but a lot of work to go if he wants to be in the main event tomorrow night.
Here we go for another heat race in the sport mods. Out front of this one, your front row, the 2 4s. The 4B, Eric Bruss on the high side. To the low side, the orange, number 4, Ben Licky. We go green. And Licky not off to a good start. Rear tires are spinning. He was going everywhere. Eric Manning in the 14 moves up to the 2nd spot. Battle for 3rd as they run right now. The 338, Joey Hampton. The 40, Nick Spainhoward. The 15M, swashbuckling Bruss around in turn number 2, 1 and 2.
That could have been a factor of just hitting the rut right there.
Yellow comes out, so yeah. He's got to work his way up through the field now. Let's go through the rest of the field. The 15B was rudely interrupted by Bruss. We do not have a name for him. The 57, Marissa Odgers, and we lost power to the concession stand.
Exciting.
It's exciting. Look what Bruss did, man. He just tore this place apart.
And then you mentioned the 57?
Marissa Odgers in the 57 machine. Last time I believe we saw her was in an Enduro at Madera Speedway. Here we go for the restart. Eric Manning on point in the number 14 machine. We go green. Eric with a great start. Oh, big contact. Spainhauer taking out Joey Yantis, and that'll cause
more trouble right here with the 15.
That'll cause a stack up.
The good news is Nick Spainhauer hit Yantis so hard that he turned the lights back on.
Yeah, he did. Concession lights are back on. Marissa Odgers might have got a piece of it. Trying to figure out what happened other than, you know, Spainhauer. I don't know what to say. I didn't really see it clearly, but I don't think he did that intentionally.
I think Yantis doesn't agree with you.
I don't think Yantis saw the sky in that one. I think he just saw dirt. But Marissa Odgers parked on the apron of this one.
You know, Marissa Odgers, you mentioned that we saw her in Enduro. That was actually a rough one for her. She had a huge hit in that Enduro.
Almost made it all the way through that 100-lap Enduro, and then, yeah, the crash happened over in turn number 1, which really was turn 4 of the oval turn. Restart for this one. Again, Eric Manning on point. We go green. A much cleaner start. Manning getting that rut, and I swear I saw the left rear up in the air. Battle for third. Here comes Spainhauer to the inside of Yantis. Spainhauer gets ahead. Yantis, the last car who's on the bubble.
I wonder if Yantis has any damage from that hit.
Not sure. Spainhauer going to second spot. Almost getting a piece of the number 4 machine of Licky. Yeah, I'm taking a look at Yantis' car. I don't see much damage. I honestly think that it hit him in the door, but kind of more or less hit him in front of that left rear. Sent him flying, though. He got some good airtime in that one.
Well, as a transfer right now, he's looking pretty good. It looks like the 4B have brushed off the pace.
Pulling it off the track. And if that 15 machine gets into this show, and I don't have a name for it, you don't even want to know what's going to happen. Spainhauer going for the lead, trying to get around Eric Manning. He's to the inside, battle for the lead out of turn 4. Spainhauer and Manning, not the first time these two have battled it out.
Notice how they split right at the rut.
Yeah, everybody's kind of catching on to that rut. Door to door through turns number 4, 3, and 4. Battle for third as well. Yantis gets around Licky. Oh, Spainhauer was on the inside. Lost some time. Got a little too sideways. And Spainhauer closed back in with just a few laps remaining.
This is the transfer spot right now. The number 4 and the 15B. M. I could have sworn, you know?
I know, and I know what you're saying. White flag is out. Can the 15M catch up to Licky? Manning takes a white. Spainhauer in tow. He's going to the inside. Manning with a better exit. Licky in the gray zone with some pressure through turn 4. Eric Manning taking the flag. Spainhauer in second.
Jumping the berm.
Gotta go for it. Outside looking in. Yantis, Licky, and the 15M. Your finish in this one.
Wilson's transmission.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rocky Hill Speedway. Getting ready for the mini stock division here on the first night of racing on this beautiful turkey weekend, Tommy.
Thanksgiving weekend Friday and Saturday. It's none other than the turkey shootout in Porterville's Rocky Hill Speedway. We're glad to be back. Jeffrey, the mini stocks are on track. We saw them hot lapping. We saw them wheel packing, and it was exciting those both times, and that wasn't even a race at all. 28 strong for the mini stocks. A great field, and how many transfer?
We are looking at 3 cars transferring from this, which means it is going to be a wild race. As far as we know, we think we have just about everybody on this sheet, but you know what? We're rookies here and it's going to be fun.
Who's in the field in this one?
The 84S machine on the pole that's going to start us off, that would be Chris Settlemeyer to his out. Actually, you know what? I'm just throwing it down there.
Yeah.
But I don't have that car on the sheet.
Someone might be buying it then. It's for sale.
It's worth just throwing it out there, but I'm almost positive that's a Settlemeyer. I heard the announcer say that the number 7 is in fact the 07 of Ken Osborne, so we'll see if that
I don't see a 0, but
neither do I. However, the number 9 machine is Darren Maddox. The number
51
driven by Russell Silvis. The 19 machine piloted by Jake Peters. The 88, that's driven by Ryan Bledsaw, and rounding out this field, the number 5.
It's a 6X, I believe, maybe 5X.
6X.
There's a huge donut on the side. We go green.
We're green flag racing. That's one of 2 drivers, either Andy Bateston or Trish Mezek. 3 transfers. We're going to find out who's it going to be.
Looks like a 5X.
Settlemeyer later battles for 3rd. That's the transfer. We saw these mini stocks practicing earlier, and I'll tell you, it was looking exciting.
Oh, yes, it is. And the mini stocks, you know, they're always fun at any racetrack. An entry class, but also a class that if you're a veteran and you know how to set these things up, it makes it exciting as well.
That's right. Bledsaw, after starting near the back of the pack, already working on the 2nd position, trying to get around the number 07 of Osborne. I'm going to just always clarify that that's a 07.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the 0 is purple. I think it's purple letter.
There you go. I think you found the problem. Well, currently sitting in the 4th spot, that's the 51 of Silvis. If Silvis is going to make it into the main, the way to do it would be right now. There will be a B main tomorrow for this division.
A big B main as well.
Oh, yeah.
I believe 16 cars will be in the B main because that's the amount of cars that are not going to transfer through the heat races.
Well,
if I heard correct.
I think it might be the other way around, but I'm not sure. But Bledsaw right now trying to chase down your leader, Settlemeyer. Settlemeyer trying to hold on to it, almost lost it out of turn number 2, and that's going to allow Bledsaw right to close in. And we're going to see out of turn number 4, there might be contact here. It's the battle of the 80s.
Did you see how Settlemeyer...
Ooh, contact in the back! 1 car hard on the wall.
Oh, big time.
The 19 machine of Jake Peters got connected with the number 9 of Darren Maddox. And Maddox, they just both went straight. Maddox was able to turn it away from the wall. Obviously, Peters was not. That was a hard hit.
Major right front damage.
We know these front-wheel drive cars, you don't want to damage that right front wheel.
No, you don't want to damage any front suspension components at all because that's your drive axles as well as your steering components.
I mean, we drive skip plate cars. I know that when I got just a flat tire on my right front, it disabled my car, and that was a hard hit for that 19 machine.
Yeah, a lot of bent suspension in that one.
So we'll definitely gotta love the rev limiter. Well, Bledsaw continuing to work on Settlemeyer. White flag is in the air for this heat race. First one for the mini stocks in this 2013 event.
Good battles all over the track. Settlemeyer is slipping up again. Here comes Bledsaw.
Bledsaw looking high. Settlemeyer is wheeling that car for all it's worth. And out of turn number 4, it's going to be Settlemeyer at the line.
I love how he went high. Both him and Bledsaw went high, drove it down the hill through the banking in turn 3 to get a great exit.
Osborne, our 3rd transfer, and that rounds up the first heat race.
Mini stock heat number 2, we go green. And this one, the number 5, taking an early lead. Joe Humphrey to his outside. Well,
on,
3 wide up front for the lead. The number 00 truck, Kit Murphy. The number 11 machine, that's driven by Mitchell Collins. And 3 wide to the outside goes the 13M machine, Martin Harrington. And the 00 truck hangs on to it. Great job. So now moving up into 4th is the swashbuckling number. Which number is that, Jeffrey?
That's the number 95 machine.
I'm sorry. The number 95 of Adele Sheldon. Adele running it hard. The number 19 machine, the 19E of Rob Ellis. And then rounding out the field, the number
95 off the pace, it looks like, or just struggled through turn 2. And Tommy, you were about to mention the most beautiful paint job.
The 23M Beautiful Car Award winner himself, Jonathan Marquez. The 95 is running it hard. The 95, Adele Sheldon, running that thing for literally all it's worth. No, and I did not mean. Okay.
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
Wow. I walked myself right into that door. 00 making some contact. Kit and the 19E machine. Hey, no damage is good damage. Some damage shows character. Rob Ellis and the 19E machine. And the 00 of Kit Murphy, making it known that they're racing mini stocks out here at Porterville. Humphreys off to an early lead, been leading this one since the start. And that 5 machine.
That transfer spot's starting to heat up.
It is. The number 11 goes high, allows a no, I know. I'm just seeing how this is going to work. Adele making it into the main. And the number 11 of Collins will make it back into the main. Adele goes around and we go yellow. I thought we were going to figure out a race there with Ellis.
23M is off-roading, just for the record.
Oh, mini stocks. Restart for the mini stocks. Humphreys leading them away. We go green. Can the 13M of Martin Harrington get around Humphreys? Or is Humphreys in a league of his own in mini stocks?
Battle for the transfer spot.
Battle for 3rd. 3 cars transfer. Ellis in the 19E. Collins in the 11. Collins can't slip up because Ellis is right there. And the 00 might have tagged the wall there on the front straightaway. Collins not getting a good exit out of turn 2, but throws it in turn 3. Out front, Humphreys in the 5 machine with a little less of a gap, but about the same momentum, running that 5 car strong. Over Harrington. White flag is out. Who's going to make it safely into the main? Or who's going to go in tomorrow knowing that they got to race their way?
Oh boy, the 11 getting some pressure from the outside of the 19.
Collins and Ellis. Humphreys takes a checkered flag. Collins throwing it in the corner. Ellis up high. It's going to be a photo finish. Collins holding on to it by half of a car.
I sneezed.
I heard.
Oh man.
That's how close that racing was.
The green flag and the green light, and we're off with the 3rd heat race.
And we are racing 3 heat races into this mini stock class. And an exciting start to this one. It was a 25 that Zach Boynton getting a challenge from the 19X of Pat Fossil. Then we have the 15 machine sitting in the 3rd spot, Paul Schwarzenberger. Then we have a car that has a very exciting number. Not as exciting as Tommy trying to get back on camera. Good work, Tommy, you made it.
Number 70?
Number 70 machine. That's Megan Kiefer. And then the 19K that just got around Megan. I don't think we have a name on. At the moment, that car actually pulled in when we did. We also have one car with beautiful white wheels that reminds me of Billy Lay from Bakersfield Speedway. I can't tell the number on it though. 52? No. Well, there's another car we don't have a name for.
We're on our third lap.
So all is good in the world of racing, that's for sure. As far as battles, everything's pretty much spread out. The third place car is having no pressure. The first place car is having no pressure. Second place all by himself. Really the best battle on track right now is the one for fourth. And that it has two cars that we have no names on. But it doesn't mean we love them any less.
Oh, the 19K machine. Packing it down. Running out of fuel.
Uh-oh. So, and your leader trying to get by right now. Tommy, you've had fuel filter issues. You think that might be the case?
Could be rust in the gas tank. You never know.
I only just now realized you didn't even have a microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, we call ourselves Low Budget TV because it's the truth. Well, the number 70 machine went down a lap pretty early on. Not quite sure what the issue is there with that car, but Megan Kiefer. Here comes your leader, Boynott, flying past the 52 machine. Tommy Boynott is just on a different level right now.
Always good-natured out there. A little soft-spoken, but he's getting a little more aggressive with his speaking every time.
White flag going to be coming out next time by in this third heat race for the mini stocks. A lot of mini stocks out here.
We're seeing a trend here with this 15 team.
Yeah, we actually got filled in. Last time Tommy and I ventured out with Low Budget TV, we went out to Hanford, King Speedway, and we ran into a driver that we just fell in love with. We didn't even have a name for it. Number 53. As Boynott takes the win. That 53 machine was driven by
Ricky Lloyd.
And what was fun about him is that we didn't have his name down at the time, so we called him the Great Pumpkin. And he was an exciting Great Pumpkin. And Herbie, he was everything. He was everything that we ever wished. So that's a roundup here on the mini stocks. And I believe we will still, I think we have at least one more heat race to go with the minis. So, more racing to come.
Mini stock heat race number 4, I believe. Top 3 transfer. The pole is the number 56. That is driven in a truck by Justin Crockett. A lot of trucks we've seen so far at the Turkey Shootouts. To the outside as we get ready to go. Green flag racing is the number 6 machine. That is Andy Boydston. We figured out who's in the 6X. Oh, it's getting tight up front. Battle for the second spot to the inside, making the move is the number, help me out here, Jerry. 2X, driven by Ronnie Cole. Blonde Stacy Evans in the 22 machine, the number 99. That's driven by Stephanie Chamber. And rounding out
Stacy Evans looking for the transfer spot, takes it right now in the 3rd spot. Battle for the lead.
We'll round up the field, the number 2 of Blake Layton. Crockett staying out front of the 2X of Cole. But here comes Stacy Evans in the 22. That is your guaranteed into the A main. The 3 cars that are battling for the lead. By the way they're racing, they're probably not going to make it to the main. They're racing hard up here for the lead, but hey, that's what you got to do to ensure who's going to win it. Crockett to the outside, good run out of turn 2.
Ooh,
slide job by Cole. Battle here in the back, the number 2 of Layton. Contact! And that'll really scare the number 99. I don't blame him for going wide. Stephanie Chamber.
Crockett just was not ready to pounce at that moment. Now 3 car links back in second.
Well, this has been an exciting mini stock main event. A great way to close out the
main event.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the mini stock heat races. A great way to close out before their main events of tonight's Friday night action. Now you see where I got mixed up.
I do.
Stacy Evans looking to try to mount a challenge here for the second spot. Crockett's got a good-looking Ford F-150. Ranger.
Looks like we may have one car off the pace, or that's just their strategy.
Hey, gotta save fuel. There's only so much. I mean, gas is expensive now. $3 and 50 something. I don't know if that's conserving very well. The 6, Andy Boydston, not running very well. Looks like the car actually got running again and then stalled.
Oh!
That could be a fuel issue, fuel pickup issue. He'll pull it into the infield. Almost taking out your leader, or definitely getting your leader a little crossed up in this one. Nice, keeping it off the wall. Crockett in number 56. That'll put Evans up to the 2nd spot. And your leader going through more lap traffic. Ronnie Cole, white flag in the air for the number 2X machine. He's had an exciting race through and through. Trying to dodge the lappers, get through the field. Ronnie Cole down the back straight, he goes into turn 3, staying down low. Will win heat number 4 of the mini stocks. Evans, 2nd spot. Crockett, 3rd. And that's your top 3. And your transfers for this mini stock.
In the A main.
Which means tomorrow night's B mains are going to be exciting.
Oh, yeah. All right, that wraps that event.
Getting ready for the first heat race for the Super 4s here at Porterville, California. That's right, Rocky Hill Speedway, low budget TV bringing it to you. Getting ready for an exciting round of heat races.
An exciting weekend of Super 4 racing. These guys put on a good show. We saw it last year. Lights are out. Jeffrey, who's in this one?
The 60K, that's Scott Games, and to his outside the 00, Howard Law. Then row number 2 gives us the 0 of Jeremy Ortiz, the 47 machine of Darren Reed, and rounding out the field, the 92 of Russell Todd, and the 44 of Billy Soriano. Green flag is in the air, and we're racing.
There's the green light and the green flag, and we're off. Yeah, Scott Gaines just got overhauled.
The locals were telling us to watch out for that 47 machine. Now, we've been throughout heat races tonight and have been talking about transfers and how many cars will transfer. This division, everyone will transfer. So this is mostly to just set the field, the main event. A 47 machine to the inside of the 00. Law trying to hold on to the lead. Contact, there goes the front end of the 47 machine, and Reed holds on to it.
I believe Darren Reed won the Super 4 main event last time we were out here last year.
Now he's getting plenty of air to that front end.
Strategy.
Noticing a lot of squirreliness in the back of the pack too, with a couple trucks in a car.
Soriano in that 44 machine, he's got a wild body style on that.
Yeah, different looking than the 2 trucks in front, the 0 of Ortiz and the number 92 of Todd. These guys duking it out right now. This is a best battle on the track right now. The first 3 are just flying around this track. These guys are putting on a bit of a show. You see the 00 Law, your leader.
We might see some lap traffic in this heat race.
Oh, we might. Oh, that 60K just hit several ruts in that blue truck. That truck's flying right now.
Jeremy Ortiz, he's been out here most
But
of the
that
season.
suspension was obviously bouncing up and down. Like you mentioned, Tommy, we might see lap traffic come into play.
Look at that 44 car out of Springville.
Top 3 on screen right now. Reed in the 47 in the middle. 60 in the 00.
As a mini.
You know, your favorite number and the number that you race with 00, there's a plenty of them here this weekend.
Looks like the 92 of Todd may have gotten up into the wall, but like you mentioned, well represented is that 00 number. And later, the 44 Soriano picks up the 4th position. Here comes lap traffic into play. This is going to be wild. You wonder if 47 of Reed is just biding his time right now, just kind of waiting it out, knowing they're catching up. But that 00 is definitely posing a challenge as far as taking away the victory. It's going to be a tight and close one here. Here comes the lap traffic, and here come the cars. Soriano off the pace, right in front, and that's really going to hurt Reed. He gets it off the track 3 wide, and I believe the biggest loser here is going to be Kames in the 60K.
Yeah.
Now
Now we got 3 wide truck racing.
Oh, Kames around! Cone is done. He has a right rear flat tire.
That cone man, who we all know is sharp, but he didn't.
That man, I'm telling you what, that truck was flying around this track. Checker flag coming out. It's going to be the 00 of Howard Law taking away the victory. The 47, Darren Reed, second place. And I guess this here was a pass for position.
That's right.
So the number 0, Jeremy Ortiz, top 3. So, green flag.
Yeah. We were waiting on a couple of cars, I think, or we just decided to go green. These two cars have been doing 10 laps under caution, pace laps. And who's in these two?
Well, the number 13, that is Kyle Cheney, and the number 5, Joe Humphrey. And that's your full field rundown.
I wonder where the transfer spot is. Is it top 1? No, all of them.
No, it's actually the ace guys have to finish in the top 3, so they have to manage their fuel conservation in this one. We've obviously been talking a lot about the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Not sure why we only have 2. There's probably a better reason than what we're giving you, but it's been an exciting race so far.
Yeah, no, Cheney, your leader.
He's actually running that car really good right now. Looks like a Durlate model, right?
Yeah, I mean, that thing came here looking like a Ford Pinto, so I mean, that car's obviously running good.
It's transforming in front of our eyes.
I know. White flag is out in this trophy dash.
You know, that 13 car might give your front runners a run for his money. That car is very smooth and fast.
This is fast, on the edge of out of control.
Through turns number 3 and 4, Jeffrey.
It's going to be Cheney taking the victory. That was a good one.
It's getting too old to cut the mustache.
I know, and it's going to be gone soon. Just hopefully not soon enough.
Yeah. Hopefully after this one. All right, the 7X.
52. Do you have the 52?
We've got the 7X. We've got the 52. John Apple.
53C.
53C. American Stock Heat Race number 1 here at Rocky Hill Speedway in Porterville, California. Turkey Shootout. We want to welcome each and every one of you, and thank you for supporting Low Budget TV. Let's go through the starting lineup. This is only the first of a lot of exciting American Stock races to come. The 7X on the pole, Rhett Spillers, and to his outside, I like the white wheels, the number 52. We go green. He was hidden behind the car. John Apple, the 53C, to the inside, J.R. Daves, 3 wide, Settlemeyer in the middle of it, Apple getting some wall, and getting a piece of Quentin. Look at all that damage or body pound that came off of the left side of Apple.
Hold on to it. That was a door, I think.
Actually, that was the door from Colby Quinton's number 4.
That was a hard hit.
That was right there in the center, punched that car. Matt Lewis in the 55 machine, the number 99Z. Listen to that damage. That car in the front end is not happy. The 99Z, Bryson Lynch. And then Rich Denman in the 14, rounding out the field. Restart, complete restart for the American Stock Heat Race number 1. We go green. Rhett Spillers starting on the pole. J.R. Daves to an early lead through turns number 1 and 2. 3 wide again. And they hold on. They keep it running.
Oh boy.
Settlemeyer to the inside of Spillers. Contact, Lewis on the high side. And it's a 3-car sandwich for that 7X of Spillers. And Settlemeyer still trying to make his way through. Denman from the back to the front. Your leader in this one, the 14 machine, J.R. Daves slinging dirt. Matt Lewis in 3rd. 6 cars transfer. That'll put the 99Z on the bubble. Bryson Lynch. Colby Quinton doorless to the high side, trying to get around Settlemeyer. He's in the main event as they run.
Noticing some smoke coming out of the 7X. However, it is an American stock. I think it's odd for them not to be.
Yeah, oil leaks happen all the time. Oh, and Quentin getting a piece of Settlemyre. Quentin losing the biggest part of it. Colby Quentin spinning it out in turn number 4. We stay running. Quentin now out of the guaranteed A-main spot. Transfer spots. Orange, we got orange bang happening right now.
Oh yeah, and it might bang harder.
She bang. Settlemyre, J.R. Daves battling it out for spot number 3 on track. Catching up is the 99Z, Bryson Lynch.
I'm not counting Quentin out of this one yet.
No. But he does have a long road to hoe. He did lose a lot of time. Just a handful of laps remaining. Denman out front, Lewis in the 2nd spot. Those two have cleared 3rd spot pretty well. They're getting around lap traffic, who just appeared on track. John Apple returning. And they're trying to get around Apple. J.R. Dave's hitting the brakes. Settlemyre making the pass as well as
And
Lynch.
Battle for the transfer spot.
On the white flag lap.
Oh my.
Oh, it's crazy for the transfer spot. Quentin wants it, but he's got to muscle his way through. Rhett Spillers has it right now.
White flag is in the air.
Denman right behind him will take the checkered flag. Apple in the wall again. And almost getting Lynch. Same corner. Quentin makes it into the main, A-main comfortably as the 7X is quit on the back straightaway. Rhett Spillers after all that.
No, the 4 machine did get by just in time, but man, what a comeback for Colby Quentin.
Wow, well, something's smoking heavily now on that 7X. You called it, he was smoking. Usually these American stocks have an oil leak, but that looks a lot worse.
Hey, that was just the first heat. Getting ready for the 2nd heat race of the weekend for the American Sauce. Number 51, DJ Hughes going to lead us away with the 44. Brian Childress getting a much better start. And things are going to get really tight going into turn number 1. Don Meade, the number 99, he's going to take the 2nd spot. The 4X, Ryan Taylor, going to try to follow through down the back straightaway, and he does. The 13 machine, Rowdy Dickard, falling back with the 51 machine right now. He's also under pressure from the 15 of Sean Schwarzenberger, the 27 of, how about this, Larry Childress, who we usually see racing in the late models. Oh, turn going into the 1st turn.
Wow.
And make that the 3rd turn, but I thought he was going to flip over.
Oh, me too.
Caution flag coming out. Rounding out this field, the 25, that's Anthony Sly. We haven't seen Anthony racing in a while. And yeah, that 51 machine almost took out Brian Childress. Tommy.
Wow. I was convinced that there was going to be tumbling.
That was an interesting spot for that car to get turned. That car is looking like it's hurting too, the way it dug in.
Yeah.
Well, first yellow.
Here we go, restart.
Childress leading us away early on in this heat race. Top 6 will transfer. That means we're looking right at the last 2 cars in line. The 15 machine of Schwarzenberger and Sly.
Brian Childress' car is looking strong. Now last year, we had a camera in Childress' car and something broke out of turn number 2. Done for the night. That was last year. This year, 365 days later, he's leading heat number 2.
I'm noticing some smoke coming out of the 15 of Schwarzenberger back in the 7th position. Currently outside of the main, but we'll see. Just because you don't make it in tonight doesn't mean you can't make it in tomorrow.
Oh, that's smoking out of the exhaust too.
Maybe he has a pipe.
Pipe malfunction.
Well, we have a battle for 2nd. Meade getting pressure from Taylor in the 4X.
And look who's there in the 27.
Chance Childress, Larry Childress. Usually we see Tara Childress driving that at the Bakersfield Speedway in Oildale, California. Not tonight, however. Larry Childress having some fun. We've seen him sneak into cars before.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, last year he was in Tracy Childress' car.
And the second, third, and fourth place are just Duke
And Taylor under pressure from Childress into turn number 3. However, the other Childress in this race, Brian Childress, the cars keep getting smaller in his rear view mirror.
Look at that lead he's got. Taylor up towards the wall, losing some time in turn 2.
They're going around the 15 machine of Sean Schwarzenberger. He's off the pace. Here we go. Watch out. Oh, Childress just avoids. That was close.
And that was still close. Taylor having to do some evasive driving.
Yeah, that really messed Taylor both, actually. I'm surprised Childress was able to stay up with Mead. Contact for the second spot. Mead gets turned, saves it. Oh!
I don't know how he saved it, but I don't know how that crash wasn't a lot bigger.
I don't even know. I think physics was wrong on that
Yeah.
wreck. I don't know.
Broke the law of
Do you
physics.
see smoke coming out of the 44 car?
I do. Don't tell me this is going to be a rerun. Though he's got enough lead that it don't matter if it blows up and burns down. Because he's burning down this Porterville Rocky Hill Speedway right now.
Every car on track will transfer at this point. And Brian Childress smoking it up. Gonna win the heat race. Taylor second, Childress third. You know, I do wonder if Mead was trying to deliver a message to Childress there when he got hit. Oh, Mead is flying into the pits. He actually spun out. I think he actually hit the tractor, Tommy.
I think he did. Either the pole in the way, but I think
That
he hit
was
the tractor.
he spun out into the pit area. I mean, he was carrying a lot of speed.
Of course the pole's in the way. Who put this place together?
Who parked this here? That was unusual.
Hey.
He went. I was like, man, he's flying into the pit area.
Well, for the first time ever, folks, you missed it on camera. There's a pole in the way. But you know what? Maybe that wasn't the first time ever. Since 1939, I imagine someone's hit that tractor.
I think there's a reason there's hay bales there. Let's put it that way.
The Hobby Stock Heat Race number 1. Welcome to the Turkish Shootout here in Porterville's Rocky Hill Speedway. Hobby Stock racing time. The first of a few heats tonight, Friday night. Who's going to make it into the main event? Who's going to be comfortable in the A main? 3 cars transfer. Oh, boy.
Good night, everybody.
On the pole, Rick Childress Sr. to his outside, the 5. Driven by Kevin Collier inside row number 2. The 33X of James Coots to his outside. The number 15 machine driven by, I'm going to get it. We don't have his name. I lied.
Well, I believe that was who used to drive the Great Pumpkin.
I'm not going to speculate. We go green.
It's Lloyd.
Denman, the 30 of Robinson. The number 2.
Oh, he's into the wall.
Yep, he is.
And that's because you didn't say his name.
I know.
I'm telling you, it's the guy who was the Great Pumpkin.
It's Ricky Lloyd.
Well, unless you want to pretend we don't know his name again. I think he liked that last time. Well, that was a hard hit for him.
Yeah, let's see how much damage. He's throwing dirt up into the air. Hold on to your hats.
You said 3 cars transfer. Watch out.
Denman has it. Collier wants it. The 30 machine of Robinson, the 16 of Quinn, and the 44X of Mark Smith.
Uh-oh, Childress up against the wall.
Senior. Rick Childress Sr., we've seen that guy do a lot of amazing things in front of low budget TV. What's he going to do this weekend? And he's almost going to attack the wall again in turns 1 and 2. Collier's going to hang on, not to it. Get some contact with Robinson and they stay racing.
They're still slamming into each other.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is really helping out your transfer spot because now they've got a big time gap between Denman.
That was a great save.
Danny Quinn, yeah, it was him, and he was fishtailing, made some contact, and he lost very little time to the pack. I'm sorry, I think I just lied to everybody. Coots is the one that went crazy. 33X. Collier The 5 is leading.
Oh, okay.
My apology has been made. You know, I think that Denman and Senior, Rick Childress, are trying the same lines together. No, Senior's having some issues. That car's smoking now.
There's a couple two-car packs around here.
Yeah, there is. We got 2 right here. Coots and Robinson over in turn 2. Down the back straight they go. Danny Quinn, and then the 44X machine of Mark Smith. I like Mark's half paint scheme. Red on the inside, blue on the outside.
Your leader of Stratford Street,
Collier out front, running away with this one. White flag in the air. Right
Hey, look who returned!
Right front tire change, and he keeps racing.
Oh boy, we're getting excited everywhere.
Out of turn 4, Quinn has it still for the 44X. Through turns number 3 and 4, your leader, Kevin Collier, takes a checkered flag. Look at, we have a lot more cars smoking in this one than
the American stuff.
Yeah. Childress finishing second, Denman finishing third. That's your top 3 and your guaranteed starters in the A main feature.
Getting ready to go green for another heat race with the Hobby Stocks racing green flag in the air. 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Doc Stater, the 6X of Lawler, and the number. Oh, big smoke! That could put a damper on things.
That is fogging up the entire truck. Look at this thing. And what's crazy is he doesn't even know yet. He has no idea.
That makes me wonder, is it a...
Everybody else does.
He's just going for the main.
This is awesome. I gotta say, that's awesome. He's doing a new tactic in racing, the smoke screen.
Raymond Nolan sitting in the second spot in the 7-Eleven machine. The 87 car in this is Kenny Christensen. The number 2, Brad Urquhart. What do you smell, Tommy? Oh, there it went. There it went. He's off the pace. Can they see him?
Transmission, it smells like.
Number 13C in the race.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we believe, I don't know if you said this, Ray Williams.
00, Matt Doc Stater. And that was Tyler Irwin.
Yeah,
who was
we thought so. I don't know if you said that earlier.
Yeah, no, well, we had him down as the 2X. We knew that car was the 2Z. That's why I wasn't sure if Jimmy Irwin, the shoe.
Oh, front straightaway.
That was an interesting one.
13C's fishtailing out of turn number 4. Finally spun it out.
Hey, so Raymond Noland, our leader. Let's see if he loses his right rear tire and then puts it back on.
Yeah.
This is actually a really good race. 3 cars transfer. We have 4 in this pack. So this is going to be an interesting one to keep an eye on as the number 2 of Urquhart not in the main event as they run right now. Christensen in the 87. He's holding on to a spot. Lawler in the 6X. Oh boy. We're probably going to see a little bit of contact, if I had to guess. You think that was a bold guess?
Oh, yeah. Battle for the transfer spot. Urquhart, Christensen, 87 in the 2 machine.
Nobody's safe, but if I had to feel good about someone, it'd obviously be the 7-Eleven right now. Noland pulling a couple car lengths over Lawler in second. And here we go, Urquhart to the inside of Christensen. This is going to rage on all the way to the finish. Who wants it more to get into the A main event? Or who maybe would prefer to run a B main also because they like driving?
Why not? If you have the opportunity, why not take it?
Maybe that's what Doc Stater's doing right now, just taking it easy.
Well, that's definitely what Irwin wanted to do.
7-Eleven, Raymond Nolan taking the white flag. We're going to keep an eye on this transfer position. Urquhart looking to the inside of Christensen. Oh, a little bit too inside there. Lost a bit of ground, a lot of ground actually, and that's going to set us up as out of turn number 4, Raymond Nolan, Lawler, and I almost said Urquhart.
You almost did, but
Urquhart is going to have a good run in the B main, but nothing set in stone. Doc Stater rounding out his race.
Heat number 3 for the Hobby Stocks. We go green. McKinley, Ince, Collins,
Oh, boy.
Cecil, Hausfeld, the 10X machine that is driven by Brad Stowell and Nicole Cox running out the field in the 88. We're hobby stock racing.
Oh boy.
And
that's about the extent of my announcing career.
yeah. Well, especially with this race on track now. Top 3 transfer, that means Ent now is going to get passed by James Cecil, number 12. No, we've got a battle for the transfer spot. Osfeld in the mix as well.
A big battle right here. You see Cecil taking it.
Oh, Cox around. She spins it out. No, she stalled. Will we see a caution? I believe we will. Caution is out. What a battle. Joe! Alan Ends getting some airtime out of turn number 4. See if any of the tires are down next time by. This is hobby stock.
This is hobby stocks, baby.
Here we go, restart for this hobby stock heat race. Alan Ents wants it. Cecil has it. McKinley, your leader as we go green. McKinley getting pressure to the inside by the 10 of Collins. Battle behind the transfer spot. Top 3 are running out of the train race right now. Alan Ents, Hosfeld duking it out for spot number 4 on track. Here comes a 10M. That could be Brad Stowell, unless there's a new 10. We wrote our sheet down based off of.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Cecil giving Collins a bump draft. But we write all of our entries based off of another person's entries, and a pin could have been an issue.
Letters, you know, I mean, they evolve like Pokemon. This is a great race up front.
There it is. Cecil all over the back of Collins. McKinley leading lap after lap right now. Top 3 look very equal as they run. McKinley with a little bobble, Collins as well. Cecil on the hunt, giving Collins a little bit of a shot going into turn 3. McKinley washes up, battle for the lead out of turn 4. Collins goes low, McKinley up high. I tried to shortchange McKinley's name.
Don't do that.
Can't believe I'd do that after all that he supported us with. Cecil running that bad boy for everything he can do.
Hey, that transfer spot's going to start heating up right now. The number 12 moving in on the number 12.
Hosfeld trying to close in on Cecil.
Down the front straightaway.
Collins to the inside of McKinley as they tried to go into turn 3 side by side.
Osfeld trying to close in on Cecil, Tommy. This is what heat racing's all about.
Yes, absolutely. Nicole Cox trying to figure this track out. Collins through turns number 3 and 4, running way high on the entry of 3. That didn't slow him down a bit. White flag is out. McKinley, your leader.
Oh,
he watches up. That changes everything. That changed the entire momentum. Can Hosfeld make it into the A main? McKinley through turn 3 and 4 hangs on to it. And Cecil's gonna grab it by spinning it out across the line.
I'll be stuck.
He hung on to it as he was dead sideways. Hosfeld was looking like he had the opportunity, but it didn't work out.
That was sheer want.
That was. He did not lift until that car spun completely out. And that's probably what ended up getting him that spot.
You could see damage on his left rear. There was definitely contact.
He's got all night to fix it.
Oh, I don't think he's gonna. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for the 4th and I believe final heat race of the night. Hobby Stocks taking him away. Green flag in the air. That's the 73 of Richard Green leading us into turn number 1 with his beautiful paint job, which he has claimed is better than duct tape.
And he's right. He painted it up.
Well, it's working for him right now. 3 cars will transfer. Dave, we're hearing Dave Schuyler. We've seen the also name pronounced Dave Schuler. So
or Bones, yeah. So we don't know.
Bones, all the above. He's right now sitting in the 2nd spot. Then we have the 10X of Brad Stoll.
3 wide.
Ooh, and contact down the back straightaway. Robert Swearingen in the 33 machine, diving it in. Sitting in the 4th spot. Then you have the number 8 of George Sylvia. Ooh, boy, almost contact. Oh, big big contact there, and we just wrecked 4 cars.
4 cars around in the corner, turns number 1 and 2. Some radiators getting knocked out of that one as well.
Yeah, the 86, Danny Warren. I do not have a name on the 5X currently.
That's Sean Martin Jr.
Fine. Now I have a name on Sean Martin Jr. Here we go again, restart. Top 3 transfer. And Swearingen going to be going for it. I'm seeing body panels flying off of Sean Martin. No! Richard Green holds on to it.
Battle for the lead, battle for...
Oh, and we have 1 car spinning it out, the 86. He keeps it going. We are battling to get into the main event and battling for the win of this heat race. Oh my goodness, the number 10 machine spinning into turn number 1. There was some contact.
Body panels falling off of that one as well.
Look at Sean Martin. I'll tell you what. Yellow flag is out. Some people haven't gotten the word.
Sean Martin's bumper is at the top of his radiator.
Oh, Skylar's just, this is the slowest wreck I've ever seen. There we go. The number 10 may have had some help by Swearingen, though he was squirrely, it looked like, before the 33 got to him. That is, of course, Brad Stoll. So we'll see what goes on here. Hey, Richard Green still leading. I want to give a shout out to Richard Green. Last time we saw him on Low Budget TV was out at the Bud Nationals Hobby Stocks, and there was a C main event. Now, Green purchased the DVD. We, of course, gave him plenty of love because we love that paint job. But he didn't make it out of the C. He's doing everything he can right now to make sure never again.
That's right, and he's doing a great job, so keep it up. But got some heavy competition behind you.
Hey,
we'll see how it plays out.
He's doing what he got to do. Getting ready for another restart. The number 73, Richard Green, continues to lead away.
Swearingen on the challenge. He's on the
He
wick
is
right now.
inside the A main at this point. Coming up on Skylar in the 4.
Swearingen. We're not sure how to pronounce it, but we've done it.
We've only, oh, he's sideways.
Oh, contact
wait, this
for
is
the
dirt.
lead. Yeah,
I forgot.
and the 86 around.
Yep, 86 of Warren going around. Green still holding the lead. Gotta say, like I said, this is the comeback for the 73 machine as far as Low Budget TV goes.
He plans on racing here and Bakersfield Speedway in 2014.
That'll be fun to see for sure. Here we go though, Skylar looking to the outside, not gonna get the bite, and it's gonna allow Swearingen to the inside. Battle for second. The number 8 doing everything he can to close in. That's Sylvia.
Swearingen is a heavy competitor out here at Porterville. Hitting the dip, going through turns number...
Green's line is working for him though, Tommy, it really is. Here goes Swearingen looking to the outside.
Throws it in the corner. We've got a battle for the lead.
Swearingen, he's sideways.
Oh,
Green holds on to it. And now Sylvia trying to close in from behind from 4th. Green's stuck on the inside line. Here comes Sylvia on the outside. Sylvia hits the wall.
Him and Skylar, I believe, tagged the wall in turn number 3.
I don't think he lifted.
No, why should he? It's dirt drag racing.
I thought that was going to end a lot worse than it did.
Green slideways. He's got to hang on to stay comfortable in the A main.
Yeah, that is a hard charging Sylvia right now. The number 8 machine doing everything again to close in on Richard Green's rear bumper. The final heat race of the weekend. It's been a doozy.
Oh, yes, it has. Fantastic action all day long, but especially in the hobby stocks.
Here we go. White flag is in the air. This is it. This will be the last group of cars that are set to the A mains tonight. Green drifts up. Sylvia closes in. Who's going to be the one to transfer? Out of turn number 4 is going to be Robert Swearingen taking the win, and Green gets hit from behind. He's going to hold on to it and make the A main event. Redemption for the 73 of Green, and the 8 of Sylvia win all out.
Is it a surprise to see Swearingen leading and winning? Nope, not really. And it's going to be a fantastic battle tomorrow night here for the main events. Be ready. It's going to get exciting.